All right. So in the basis of essence, you've got Blogger. So you've got your website, whatever you label it as. Me personally, I bought a URL for my site that forwards over to it because I wanted my own URL. So I mean, you can choose to do that. You can choose not to. That part's completely up to you. But with Blogger, it's a pretty simple platform. Once you pick your design, you're able to manipulate it as much as you need possible. As you see, I have multiple subscribe areas, which helps to let people get subscribed to the blog so they can stay up to date on it, keeps your post relevant. Here on the left side, it also has the share icons. Those are from the Add This platform, so I can show you that as well, how you get those extra side icons. And then a lot of it's just banners and posts. So from there, different JavaScript HTML code on each of the sides, the advertisements, as well from Google, as well as from myself. Some of the banners that I have advertised, like Amazon, those are banners that I put up. Different banners and pictures. I'll show you how to hyperlink your images, because you'll want to make sure that everything's hyperlinked, because these banners, they go off to places and have ads and whatnot that I get paid off of as well, but also all of the images on my website are clickable. So it keeps everything uniform as far as when a viewer is visiting. They can click on one image, they should be able to click on all the images. So that's one thing that you want to keep on having consistent, is that they can click on any one of these images and it's going to take them somewhere. So definitely hyperlinking all of your images, keeping your posts going. Mine is currently set to 7 posts, I believe I have, that show up on the front page, but you can change that around as well. And I always have my page views on there, set all major credit cards, so I do have PayPal processing, so I have that on there as well. Ways for them to get in contact with me, ways to get different banner systems. A lot of Amazon, because I do have an affiliation there, as well as connecting with me on Google Plus, which gets them, a following as well, because they'll see all these posts go across through Google Plus. This is also on the Add This, as you can see this here, Add This. It pops up different posts, especially if you have repeat viewers. It's good to get them engaged in a separate page versus what they might be looking at. So Add This just helps them kind of move around your page as well. Also having, if you want to have different topics, you can have different topics labeled at the top of your page. As far as some of the training tips that I have, people can go to this portion of the page and get different information on different tips and trainings that I've put up on this particular site. Depending on what they're looking for, opportunities. I have a way to see different opportunities to get involved in as well. So all of those just have different links. All the different labels here for the blog archive has literally every post that's ever been posted, so they can go back and see any post that they're looking to find easily. Also all the labels that I have. So if they're looking for anything in particular on one of these labels, they can see the different labels here as far as what they want to take a look at, and they can see the different posts that are inside of that. So if they want to read something on secret or skincare, they have all these different posts here that they can take a look at, all inside this Blogger platform, which gives them a way to contact me all the time by hyperlinking my name. So when they click on my name, it's going to go to Google, which is my name search, and it's going to have everything. The way that I've mapped out my search in, so that they can find me. So this has everything linked there. It's got a phone number to contact me. It gives me all my other social media profiles. So if they want to catch me on LinkedIn, Facebook, Google Plus, YouTube, Twitter, it's all on there. Even my Tumblr account is on here. So they have a million different ways to get in contact with me, all on the entire first page. So that's the one thing to do as well, is get your name out there, get your online profile up, and then the people will be able to find you. So I've got all these different accounts: Daily Motion, Instagram, Pinterest, Referral Key. All this stuff is all me, including the images that I put up.
So you're going to help me get that far?
I can show you some of the things that I did to do it. It takes a lot of work to get up there. You got to put in a lot of work. You got to do a lot of posts. As you can see on my page, as far as posts, I've had 230 different posts already published on my site. So it can take you some
Okay.
time to get that much content developed. It took me, I would say, about 80 posts to get my Google profile to start going. Once having that Google profile going, then you can start posting more things that will start to link to you. But the main thing is to get your Google profile going. Because if you look at my Google profile, I think it's up to like something like 3,000 hits or something like that.
Wow.
92,000.
Yeah.
So, and that's just my profile page with however long they've been monitoring this. So 92,000 views there. But the thing is, you want to get, instead of, that's why I have it as brand yourself, and I picked the domain of camcallender.com, obviously my name, but that's what this whole thing is about in the brand yourself campaign. Is you want to get your name, you want to make yourself a search term. There's a lot of SEO companies that'll try to say, oh, get your video to the top, we'll rank this, we'll rank that. Well, what I want ranked is my name. I want people to be able to find me. If they want to know who's this Cam Calendar guy, they're going to find my information. So that's what I focused on, because I didn't see a lot of SEO companies out there doing that. They wanted to rank like a particular post. They want to put this post on the top of Google. I don't care about this particular post. I want them to see everything, because I'm doing more than just one post.
Right.
So, that's the whole point of brand yourself, is to get your name to the front page of Google. Get your name to be the full first page. You want to be the only Mike Erb that shows up. I mean, I've got basically a celebrity style profile where you type in a name and I pop up.
Yeah.
That's what you want as an online presence, because then everybody can find your information, can find you. If you hand out a business card, they can search you. You don't have to put a website link on there. And just say, just search me on Google. You'll find all of my contacts. So that's one thing there. Now, as far as the Blogger platform, it's pretty simple inside of here. It's going to give you stats and everything. See, I haven't. When's my last post? On the 18th. So essentially 18th. Yep.
Hey, I'm already using Blogger, so I mean, most of this we could skip through it. Can you see my screen at all?
No, I'd have to flip the view.
Yeah, do a flip with me. That way, you can actually see where my mistakes are, and we can go from there.
All right, hit OK.
Hit what?
You should get a message to hit OK to pass the presenter. It should flip to your screen.
It wants me to download an app, a desktop app.
Yeah, that's the Join Me app. That's the same app that I'm using.
Okay. So I guess it's just gonna wait and do this.
Yeah, once you got the app up, then you can share your screen.
Oh, okay. So I'm supposed to give you a code, correct?
All right, so now your screen's up. Just go ahead and drop down and share that, and then you're good to share your screen.
Are you there still?
Yeah, I'm still here, Mike.
I don't do anything with this, right?
Yeah, you would. You should have a little play button, and that will start to share your screen. Should be a little icon towards the top middle. There you go.
Okay. So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go straight into Google, and hopefully it saves my pages. And then from there, I need you to take over the mouse.
All right.
Okay, here you go.
All right. Let's get you moved over there.
It's you now.
Yep. Should give you a pop-up. Click on your Join Me icon. Yeah, there you go. All right. So, obviously, you've got a couple of different pages here. Let's go ahead and open all these.
That baggers one is not really going. The one I have going right now that we need to pay attention to is the newsletter. Everything underneath it is, I'm starting that later.
All right, fair enough.
Now, what I was trying to tell you yesterday, I have what I want done, but it's not connecting my posts or my pages to, I can't even see them. When you go to preview, it's not there.
Let's see where you put it, because those are all drafted. You haven't published any of these posts.
I have.
None of these have been published. No, they all still
No?
say draft. Right here? They all
Okay.
still say draft.
So
they have
where did I
published.
go wrong then?
Once you're here in the edit, you have to publish it. You have to actually click publish here in the top.
Okay, but before we publish,
publish, then it'll pop up, and it won't have draft right here. Then it'll say view instead of preview.
Okay.
And then this will be on your site. You have to publish each one of your posts.
Oh.
It won't put it up until you actually click publish.
Okay.
And then you can click revert to draft. This will take it back to a draft.
Okay. So
if you just clicked save and you closed it out, if you never clicked this orange publish, your post never went live. And that's what's happened here, because it still says draft. Like, I just posted that right now and instantly got 3 hits because it should be linked to your Google Plus. Just by posting that just a secondly. Yeah, and it already is. So it automatically shares that post. So you already got some hits on it just by sharing it right away.
Okay, so I did do everything right then?
All you did was not publish it. So if you go into each one of these, or you can, click the checkbox and click publish. They just haven't been published yet. You want to publish them all right now?
Yeah. As long as they could see my pages in post, right?
Yeah, they'll be able to see them.
But later on down the road, can I fix things?
Yeah, you can change all kinds of things. The things that you want to change, depending on if you want to change out your design, you have the layout. This is where you're going to add different things. So if you want stuff on the side, yours is set up in this method. So you have a header here. You can add stuff into your header. You can add stuff into the About Me. You can add pages. You have all these things that you can add inside. If you're adding the gadgets, is where you're going to be able to add different pieces, different blog pieces as far as the archive, AdSense, which gives you earning revenue. HTML JavaScript is going to be able to add anything else that you need. Pretty much everything else is HTML JavaScript as far as third-party stuff. So if you got banners, posts that you want, stuff of that nature, I do have a link list of my particular portion as well as the search box. But those are a couple of the multiple things that you'll want to put on, as well as followed by email. That gives you that one of those subscription boxes, subscription links, So you got a number of different things that you can add, +1 buttons, translate button. I have a translate button because my site does go international. So I have translate on there as well. So all of those things you can add on this layout page. The template will obviously allow you to change your blog depending on what colors and everything else that you want, which I assume you've already been here since you have a different background and color scheme.
Right.
So, definitely there. Also, as far as if you wanted those different topics at the top, you'll load it under the pages section. Pages will give you different portions of that. So you've got the about me right now, things getting ready for sale. So these are all drafted as well. So you want to publish these, and then they'll start to show up for pages, and then you can get the link for pages. So if we go to view in your blog, now you've got a couple of different things that are already popped up.
Oh.
So you'll want to make sure that your pages are on there. Now your posts have been there, so now you'll have your posts. You can change the layout of how many posts that you have sitting there on your home page, depending on how you want your layout to be.
Okay.
Then you can change up the contact method if you want to add different contacts and tools of that nature.
Did I set that up wrong? I mean, I was really impressed with your blog, and I told you yesterday that I wouldn't mind modeling mine after yours. Is there something different you suggest that I should do?
It's really up to you. The templates are all kind of similar. I mean, once you select your template style, like mine is just a dynamic view from Awesome Ink. So I believe it's this first one here.
Yeah.
Is the color scheme that I use from Awesome Ink. But once you've got your blog, everything else is just in the layout. If you have your color scheme, if you like that color scheme, that's fine. You can keep it. Everything else is in the layout. So if you want to copy mine, you're going to really look at the layout. So you can add different gadgets here. So you can put stuff on your left and your right. I have everything moved to the right-hand side because I want all my content on the left, all my advertisements basically on the right. With the blog post, I have a Google AdSense after every post. That's another thing that you can add on if you wanted to do that. But then there's just different things that you can add on as far as and rearranging this here. Like anything that has this on the side, you can move around. So depending on where you want it, you can move those different pieces. But this is your base layout. Anything else, like if you want footers under here below, you can change what this is or add a different gadget, as far as what you want displayed under there. That's why I have so many different banners and everything at the bottom of my page. So you'll definitely be able to change some of that stuff. I'd say definitely, getting instead of your about me at the top, changing it to pages, which will link all of your different pages that you have here, which will go to specific posts and topics. You can even set those to be as labels. So like with my page where you had millionaires in training, that was really just a link to the label itself that lists all of the posts under that label. So a lot of the links that are on my pages section go to more parts of my blog. It's just a faster way to snap to that particular part of my blog.
Okay. Do you have, you said that you had training in yours. Can I start in there and see how I can model as far as layout?
Yeah, the training platform that we have right now is mostly based on social media. It hasn't really branched into the Blogger and the online platform the way that I use. I still have to conduct those trainings. That's why I'm recording this now. I still have to conduct some of those trainings inside of that platform. I'm going to be doing more of the Blogger training inside of that platform, kind of going over the things here, making sure your posts are published, things of that nature. Going over getting a post published, and I'll have these same type of screen shares going to where you'll see it step by step of how to go over posting something, changing your layout, adding a particular piece. So I'll show a couple of those different things inside of that platform. They will be in the training videos, but it's probably going to be a couple months out before that's done because I'm running some other campaigns right now.
Do you have any YouTubes on you right now?
Yeah, I have quite a few YouTubes on my channel. They're not really geared towards training. They're more towards the opportunities and the systems that I have. Um,
But
they're
nothing on
already,
Blogger.
yeah, nothing on Blogger as of yet. There's just a couple of things that I've gone through with other people, and those mostly been live trainings that haven't been recordings, because I normally keep this type of training and stuff in-house to people that are only inside of my MSI concept. So those aren't recorded because they're just live training with the members of the group.
I see. You had mentioned something about once my stuff goes live, which we've already did that. Do I need to start considering about selling anything, or just focus on getting out there first?
That's up to you. I mean, you can start right from the get-go, which pretty much I already had content before I started my blogger. So I uploaded probably about 30 different posts that I had in my millionaire training when I started it on Facebook, when I just started doing posts.
Okay.
So I already had the content to upload to Blogger to start with. You'll definitely want at least, I would say, 10 posts before you really start getting into sales and stuff, because you're gonna want some kind of content on there.
All right.
But definitely you can get started fairly early. I mean, once you've got about 10 to 15 page views, which you're at about 4 right now, once you got about 10 to 15 page views in a day, then you can definitely start posting stuff, as far as sales and whatnot. But you want to add a bit of value to your site before you go right into the sales. You want to have something to where they're going to come, where viewers are coming to your site for some type of information or some type of value, so they keep coming back to your site, and then you can start selling them products, because then they already have an idea of what's going to be on your site. They already have some type of, they feel some type of connection with you, as far as the content you already have, because that connection is what's going to make them actually purchase from your site. Because if they don't feel that connection, then you're just another unknown site that they wouldn't be certain of if they should be purchasing anything from. Yeah, definitely get some content up, get a couple of viewers, and then you can go right into posting the sales. Like, I brought over about 30 posts, and I did it inside of about 45 days. I brought one over every 2 to 3 days. I brought over one of my posts just to keep the content refreshing constantly instead of a mass upload. And then pushing that through each day, got more and more page views. And then after I had all of that content loaded, that's when I went into the next piece, which offered more sales. And then also adding Google AdSense. Now, if you do get the chance to add Google AdSense, you can do that early on, because people are used to seeing those Google ads. And with it being a Blogger site, it wouldn't make much of a difference, because they know that Blogger is Google for at least most of the people that are out reading the blogs. And they'll see Google Plus. That's why I always added that Google Plus on there, because then they'll see that it's all connected by Google. And that's a more trusted website than anywhere else. Then it's just some website some guy put up. Then you have everything tracked and traced through Google, which is already good because you already have your About Me connected to your Google Plus account. That's good in itself there. So they know at least you're a person, and you have a Google Plus account. They can see your Google Plus profile and follow different information there as well.
That sounds great. In your opinion, did I do things right?
I mean, you're off to a good start. You've already got a few different posts. You've got some information here. I would maybe change some of these font colors just because of the background that you have. Like, the green's definitely good. Maybe this deep blue, might want to change that. Maybe even to a white like that, or put a different background behind that font. To definitely let it stand out, because you want to make sure that everybody can read it. That's why I picked such a light platform, so that all of the text can be read very easily. So definitely check on some of those colorings, but already having videos on there, a little bit of tutorials, this adds value already. So that definitely is something good there. The only thing I would else is try to develop some kind of tagline at the end of your posts, like how I have that Cam calendar that searches back to Google, even if it's just your name and your Facebook page or something of that nature, some kind of little tagline, so they have another way to connect with you.
Like an information about me on how to contact me. That's what you're talking about.
Just like a standard email signature. Anything on there, just a signature to your post that gives you them another way to get in touch with you and contact you. As far as here, pretty much all they can link to right now is your Google Plus page. They might not even have a Google Plus page or rarely use it. So you'll definitely want, your other social media profiles on there. Not only will that get that help with the rankings, it'll help with your viewers connecting with you more.
I'm happy you said that because I actually have one on there. I just need to do it to all my pages. So thank you on that one.
Correct. Yep.
Is there anything else we need to do, or can I get a hold of you later if I have questions?
Yeah, you can definitely reach out to me later. Have a couple other meetings later today. Just got a couple of things to book as far as travel for a few customers, but I should be fairly open for most of the day.
Is there a good time or a bad time?
No, there's generally, it all depends on the customer, so it could be at all random times. Just definitely hit me up and I'll let you know.
All right. Thank you, Cam.
You're welcome. You have a good one.
You too.
Thank you.